Hi, how y'all doing? Today is Thursday, the 26th of September, 2024. Here in Ontario, Canada, the mothership left, and we have some blue skies with, of course, all those weird clouds, right? Temperature's supposed to be 21 today. Seeing a blue jay in my tree first thing in the rise. It's about spiritual meaning is protection and luck. Right? So I'm grateful. I had a rough day yesterday again, right? My crown chakra was just so icky, off the chart, right? Made me very uncomfortable all day. So I just tried to entertain myself and rest, right? Lay down, sit up kind of thing all day. The day before that was worse, but I'm feeling better today. My head has stopped aching so much, right? Now it's just in my one shoulder kind of thing, you know. Of course, the left leg all the time. It's always my left side. Although it switches up sometimes, right? I was thinking about that and how Mother Earth, she's going through a lot of changes too. And with all the earthquakes and hurricanes and tornadoes and stuff like that, I'm probably feeling what she does. I'm just more sensitive than everybody else, it seems. So, yeah, me and her will get through this. We have no choice, right? I just finished watching a video of B. Dell, right? He's a young man, very smart, and I wrote down a bunch of stuff I want to read to you, okay? Or I'll get my ideas from it. I put this little notes down, keywords, right? I had a dream too last night, but the one before that, it was strange. I had to wake myself up from it, right? My dream team woke me up. But I was walking up the street on the main street of my town, right? And the last couple, I've had a lot of dreams in this area for some reason. It's the same area. And I'm walking down the street with somebody, and all of a sudden I start seeing some people running, and they're yelling, "Run, run," right? And I started climbing up over this little mound that goes up beside a bank and in an alleyway. Same alleyway where the guy was driving around took off from the cops that one day, if you've been following my videos, right? Or the ambulance and the policeman. Um, so, okay, so I'm with this person, and when I say, "Come on up here," and so I start walking up. See, in my dreams, I can walk and run. And I start going up this little hill, and I'm looking around. I'm like, uh, before that though, before I went up the hill, I looked behind me to see what everybody's yelling about, and I seen a bird, right, panicking, flying, and it was like, well, if the bird's going, I'm going. I got to go too. But for some reason, I didn't want to run straight, so I went up this hill, and I'm looking around. I'm like, okay. I look back, and it was like, I don't know what it was. It was like something dark in the air, right? Like maybe a giant uh, bird of something. I watched this video yesterday too of a chimera, an ancient chimera, all right, that used to protect the lands and it lived in the hilltops, and something happened and made it turn bad. Some negative energy hit it, and it's kind of resonated, right, with what I seen. And so I'm up there, and I'm trying to hide. I'm looking. I'm like, I'm going underneath that car. There was a car parked there, right? Because if it's above, maybe it won't find me. And that's when my team woke me up. So I found that interesting. It's all about that energy, I think, of that chimera, whatever you want, chimera bird, right? Which was, I believe, like a phoenix at one time. And then it evolved, it transmute, or something hit it, some negative energy hit it, and it turned into something that wasn't so good for mankind or nature kind, right? So, yeah, there was that dream. And went out to check the mail today, and I seen the moon speeding across the sky again. I only seen one, not two, right? The second one could have been cloaked a little bit behind it because there are two moons, right? The chief I watch, Rod Hayes, says it's a satellite, which I believe him. And Bedell, he goes along with the narrative so everybody understands, right? Understands. And a lot of people are doing videos where it's really close to the first moon. He says that moon is a spiritual significance and also follows the what you might call it, religious narrative, right? Because you have to do both. And it brings on, the two moons will be in the sky on the 29th of this month, September. And it's a sign of the fall of the patriarch. He says they might smash together, right? And we were supposed to look for a sky event. That would definitely be a sky event. But it's to activate the fall of the patriarch system. And it's it's the start of all kinds of stuff. The four gas giants that are going to be around the planet, are here to expose everything in October and November. Everything has to be exposed because we're in the end game, right? The religious doctrine, it uses the four horsemen, the apocalypse, right? It's the gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn. I can't remember the other two, but if you look it up, you'll be able to find out. And yeah, it's going to be doing a lot of stuff, right? It's activating everything. Everything we're going to see, we have to see. Everything has to be unveiled. And remember that giant A or whatever was over America in April that the eclipse went through? They marked this path, then it was an A sideways. That is part of the spiritual prophecy, and it means that it was following. How did I write that down? Where is it? Give me a second. No, I can't find it. Why can't I find it? Oh, the hurricane, and after that came, there was a lot of bad weather, hurricanes and tornadoes, right? And I said the hurricanes hit the slave states, and the tornadoes hit the Trail of Tears, right? These are and the ancients said, look for us in the storms, right? So that makes perfect sense to me. I know they're probably not explaining it so that I'm hoping that you can understand, right? If you want to understand more in a different way, watch B. Dell, his videos, especially the one today, where he posted it last night. Also, the chosen, that's why we're so lonely, can't come together until the system fails, the patriarch system, right? That's why we can't find anybody else like us in your area, because it's like we're Easter eggs. We're planted all around the realm. We can't all be in one basket. We're here to hold the vibration, right? And to activate when Mother Earth does. Her Kundalini event is going to happen this year, right? And ours will also. The chosen, that is. Yes, our chakras will be aligned and they'll activate. And when does that happen? Between October and November, right? Everything has to be exposed between October and November because we can't take any of it into 2025. It's a 9, right? There'll be lots of the storms will be El Nino, and if you turn that into numerology, it's a 9, which is endgame, right? Time of completion. But also between this time, we're going to, between October 29th, when the two moons are visible, and November the 25th, that's when our shadow self is going to be affected the most, right? So that's all your bad words, bad deeds, bad actions, right? If you haven't healed from them and forgiven, right? Then you're going to be affected big time, right? And having 2 moons in the sky is going to cause lunacy. So a lot of people that have not done their shadow work, right, are going to have mental breakdowns emotionally, mentally, right? There'll probably be a lot of people offing themselves, stuff like that. So going into deep depression. So yeah, do your shadow work. I told you many times how to do it. You want to do it the easiest way there is to do it. Sit in a room by yourself, close your eyes, and say, I forgive you, over and over and over again. Okay? Do it for 5 minutes. See what happens. And when you see what happens, forgive yourself. Okay? I forgive you. I forgive you. And that means I forgive you and I forgive me. I do, right? And then move on from that. When you forgive yourself, that's saying, I'll never do it again. So never do it again. And let it go. Okay? That's your shadow work. Simplified. The easy way. Right? Staying grounded might be hard too. I'm probably going to have a bit of a hard time with my physical body, right? Because with the gamma rays from the green aurora borealis is what they call it, but it's gamma rays, it's ether, with it coming in, right? Remember what I said about the Hulk, Bruce Banner, when he changed? That's what I'm going through, right? So I hope I simplified that enough for you all to understand. Oh, earthquakes in California too. FEMA's preparing for the big one. They have a map to prepare for the big one, but they're not saying what the big one is. And the big one's always been what the earthquake, right? When I was younger, they were all talking about the Ring of Fire, how there's a band of earthquakes around the realm, right? Well, from west to east, right? It goes down to Africa. And the earth's already started to crack. Remember I told you about the earthquake, or the crack opened up in Africa, where it's never done that before? And there's videos about it in California, Mexico, right? Japan, you know? Wherever they're having earthquakes, that's all part of it. That's the big one, right? The earth is not going to look the same after this is over. So if you're in those areas, move, right? Don't stay with your house. Just go. If there's cracks around your area, right? Go some Turtle Island. That's probably why everybody's coming to Canada and America, right? Hopefully they're not going to the places that are on the coast that are going to be affected. Stay away from the coast, right? Of all places. So yeah. It is what it is, isn't it? Anything else? The quake actually is part of in 2025. Before 2025, the Earth's chakras are going to be lined up, and so are the chosen, and that's when the Kundalini awakens, right? For the Earth and the chosen. So I wonder what that's going to look like, because I know I'm one of the chosen, right? I've done the tarot cards on it. My personality, my kindness, my love, right? I bless everything and everybody. I do, regardless of who they are and what they've done. I hope they all can do their shadow work and become good people, right? I do. So I guess they're going to be releasing Diddy's tapes in November too, right? And it's going to show everybody that was at his parties and that he was connected to. He's got a murder rap for paid somebody $1 million or something to off Tupac, right? Which A lot of people say he's still here, but let's just say he isn't, right? And that his trial ends up in November, and there's a reason for that, all right? Because in November, you might see the grid going down. Things are going to change, aren't they? But we'll be okay. Have faith, have trust, right? Don't panic. There's no sense. If you have trust in the source, in the universe, in yourself, you'll be fine, okay? Just do what your intuition tells you to do. Always ask yourself first. And what's the first answer you get? Don't listen to the second one. That's your ego. It's a lie. Listen to the first one, right? That's always the truth. That's your intuition. That's what I've done my whole life, ever since I was a young girl, right? I knew how to meditate when I was like 5. I think it was one of my great aunts taught me, right? To see a rosebud when I close my eyes, concentrate on it, and then see it start opening and blooming, right? I always wondered why I did that, you know? And then I had some woman trying to tell me how to meditate a couple years ago. And I was like, I've been doing that since I was a little girl. And she wouldn't shut up. She kept on trying. And I was like, I know how to do it. I know how to do it, right? I've been doing it my whole life. Because she just learned. So, you know, she was trying to put it into me. But I already had it. Ended up blocking me from the website, right? But that's what happens when you're chosen, right? How dare you tell me the truth, right? I went to school to learn this stuff, okay? You know, kind of thing. But yeah. All right. Yesterday was a quiet day for me, and I'm glad because it was so icky. I'm feeling better today. But lately it's been one good day and 2 or 3 bad days, right? But as long as I have good days, I'm grateful. I am. All right, let's pull up our pants, our boots or whatever, tie up your boots and hold the line. Shine your light. Speak your truth. It breaks the matrix. Okay? I love you also, consciousness. Oh, the Shima was 65 yesterday. I don't know what it is yet. I'll put it in my community comments later. Unless I can get more information about it to make a new video later. I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.